just like I changed when I was trotting. And I got a lead change. I started working lead changes on this horse right as we were getting into the hot summer. And then I backed off when it started getting real hot because I wasn't loping anything near as much as I was. So now it's cooled off a little bit. We need to get back into working some lead changes again. I want to start by making sure that she will let me bend her to the right and then bend her to the left, because that's all a lead change is a change of bend with no resistance. If I go to change her bend from one direction to the other and I either meet resistance in my hands or resistance in the feet, the horse isn't going to change. And that is the secret to getting good lead changes. People try to make it way more complicated than it is. It is nothing more than a change of bend. And I need her to change her bend from one direction. Now she pulled on my hand there a little bit. Let's go forward. I turned it off on accident. Is this any better, maybe?
It only cut out twice, so.
Okay. All right, I'll try it. So all the lead change is a change of bend. Changing bend right to change of bend left. You see me in a lot of my videos, I'm doing these counter bend arcs. And that leads into spins, that leads into lead changes, it leads into everything that horse needs to know about how to use his body correctly. She needs to be able to change her bend from one bend to the other with no resistance and maintaining her speed. Let's go up to a trot and let's see what we get. I'm gonna go out a little bit bigger. Right now we're going to the right. Really important that in our circles, the shoulder is not falling to the right. We need to be trotting to the right with the spine bent in the arc of the circle that we're doing, going forward. Really important that I have control of the shoulders. Really important that I have engagement in the hip. So now we trotted a couple of circles in a right bend. Now let's see if we can trot with a left bend. A little bit of resistance here in my left hand, so I'll push a little bit with my left spur to soften that resistance. Let's go back to a right bend and a left bend. I have my left foot right behind the girth to keep the shoulder pushed over to the right. I have my right leg a little bit further back to encourage engaging the hip. Let's get the shoulder over, kind of hanging on my left rein. See how we lost our track. And right bend. Go through the middle of our circle and let's work this other direction. Still hanging on my left hand a little bit. So what I'm working towards here is good lead changes. If you don't know what a lead is when the horse's feet hit the ground at a lope. If the left foot hits in front of the right, then we're in the left lead. The right foot hits in the front, then we're in the right lead. Whatever direction you're going in, hanging on my left hand a little bit, whatever direction you're going in, horse should be in that lead. If you're going to the left, you should be in the left lead. If you're going to the right, you should be in the right lead. Get off my hand. Give her a little bit more bump with my left leg right there at the girth to get the shoulders over. If she's hanging on my hand, hanging on my leg, I'm not going to get the lead change. Now, I'm not sure when we go to lope if we're even going to get a lead change at all today because she's not as soft as she needs to be. We'll see in a minute. I haven't counterbent her yet because she really hasn't got off of my left hand good. You saw that when I was counterbending the other way. When I was going right, bending to the left. Now let's see what we get in the right bend. Forward. I'm using my legs to push her body around in the frame that I want to get. And if she loses forward, loses bend, whatever part is kind of poking out, not doing its thing, I'll ask first. And if it don't do what it's supposed to do, then I'll ask a little harder. I'll go to tell. Everything is ask, tell, demand. Bend back to the left. I ask her to lope off here. I'd be willing to bet that I'm not going to get to the left lead. But we're going to see. Nope, didn't think so. That was all because of shoulder not pushing out. Did it again. Shoulder. As long as she's not getting good lope departures, we're not going to get good lead changes. If she can't lope off correctly, she's not going to change correctly. Go back into the counter bend. Oh, got to keep going forward. Keep going forward. Keep going forward. I have a horse in there that's finished and does lead changes really good. I've done a video with him talking about lead changes. But most people that need to learn about lead changes, this is what you need to be watching. You need to be seeing what the horse does that's not getting the lead change, and you need to see the process to fix it. There, we got it that time. Got her shoulder moved over, and when it was moved over, I asked for the lope. Got a little bit bigger. While we're loping here, I'm going to use a good bit of left leg, a little bit of left hand, and make sure as we're loping left, I have a good left arc in her body. She's kind of hanging on my hand a little bit. The shoulders wanting to fall this way. During the heat of the summer, since my covered arena is a little bit small for loping, I was working some other things, not doing a lot of loping, did some, but not a lot. And that's why we got to go back and work on it now. There we go. I didn't say stop. It's really important that when I do ask for something that is not stop, that you don't stop. Because when I do ask for a lead change, I need that rhythm to continue forward. Still not bending to the left like it should. So I'm going to ask for a lead change right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come through my middle, and we're going to go into a counter bend lope. So we'll stay in the left lead, but we're going to lope to the right. I'm going to hold her in this bend. See, I have left leg, left hand. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Now I'm going to see if I can change my bend just like I changed when I was trotting. And I got a lead change. Good girl. That is all teaching a lead change is. Nothing more than changing the bend. Don't make more of it. Make sure your horse is soft and bends their body and maintains that bend and however you ask for it. So if you got any questions about that, put it in the comments. Lead changes are something that people struggle with a lot. But you don't have to. There's no reason to struggle with a lead change. It's not that complicated. This is Bug. I'll put a link up here to her other videos. Until next time, thank you for watching.